Hey, morning traders. Welcome to this amazing market snapshot. My name is Robert from FX Pacifica, and today we're going to look at some of the catchy market moves that we expect from the market. We don't have so much news coming in today, and so we expect some low volatility, unlike days when we have market moves. So, for example, we can see over here, there isn't much of a red folder that you can see. So that would probably mean the market will be low, like there will be low volumes coming in, because remember, news tend to increase volatility in the market. You know, when there's some news, especially high impact news, a lot of traders want to trade in at that point in time, and so that brings in volatility. What is volatility? Basically, the number of buyers and sellers. But tomorrow, being on a Wednesday, there's some impact news that you should all be aware of. The Reserve Bank of New Zealand will be looking at the interest rates, and so this could have some effects on the New Zealand dollar. And so, and of course, this news will be happening when we're just asleep at 5 a.m. Kenyan time. Yeah, so it's really important that we take note of this. So we need to adjust this. Okay, so this being on we can see there isn't much that we can work with, so we'll just jump onto a chart and see the possible outlooks. But first, we'll have a look at what happened last week. Let's have a look at the replay of some of the setups we had last week and see how they panned out. Yeah. So let's see how that goes. Guys, make sure that you have your questions ready. I'll cover them towards the end of this session. So this is my empty file. And so let's look at what happened last week. So on Tuesday last week, we had this analysis on the CAD. We were bullish, but the bullish move happened. So remember, in this case, we call this analysis a failure, right? It didn't pan out as expected. Instead of going up, sellers took cover, and the market was bearish for like 2 days, and then we had that upward strong move. So let's remove everything and do an analysis on USD CAD to have an understanding of the possible areas that this asset could be moving. Is it still running? Can you see it running? Can you see my?
There's a lag.
Is that like?
Yeah, for you. What is you doing?
Yeah.
I'll see 15 seconds.
Okay, sorry, traders. Sorry, traders. We had a network hitch. My apologies. So let me just do a recap so that you can have a feel on what I was looking at. So we were saying that basically today the market won't be moved by a lot of fundamentals. So we were looking actually at the technicals. And what you were saying is that we were looking at USD CAD. And so we have just mapped out an area of interest over here. We have said that this is an area where we're looking for opportunities. So we want to go to lower time frames to have a better understanding of this. And so if you want to look for opportunities here, probably be looking at an opportunity to go up this is a better play. So if this market did that, then we'll have now a bearish push. So that is what I would really want the market to do. If the market did that push to 36.53, then we could see sellers coming in strongly to 34.75. So that is something that is of interest on USD CAD. And then we also have Euro USD. So Euro USD, we had an analysis on it, and we had mapped out some of these areas, and we had said that we want this trade to drop to either this area or this area, and then push up. So we can see the market just then buyer stepped in. And so if we are to remove everything and have a look at it again, so I'm just removing all these markings. So what we do, we map out afresh. So once again, go to higher time frames. So on my higher time frames, that is a possible area of resistance. Maybe we can go with this one, which is the high of the year. Yeah, the high of the year is a possible area where we should probably seek opportunities. But before then, we should probably look at this possible resistance also. And then go to H4. So what will be of interest to me on Euro USD will be a bullish move to 0.927, right? And then maybe later we could see bullish move once again to 0.995, which is the high of the year. Basically, it's this high we're talking about. It was formed in January, right? So that is like this is a possible high probability area that we can see this market move to. So that's Euro USD, and we can see it's almost like the buyers are stepping in. But then again, remember, you must always have confirmations. But before this move, maybe we could see some players coming in and then bulls step in. All right. Now let's look at USD JPY. So this was the analysis from last week. So the analysis went up. You can see this push, but didn't get to 152.02, and then sellers stepped in, and then now buyers have stepped in. So in this particular analysis, we are not going to change anything. We still expect this area to be an area of resistance. So this is like how many pips away? Almost 18 pips away. So we still expect this market to hit this area, and then USD JPY should drop. UT100. UT100, the analysis was always for price to come here and then go up. So we can see eventually price came here and then it went up, but then again didn't get to this price level. So we can still do a lot of trade management. Remember, it should never be let's say 100 pips in profit and fail to make some profits. You know, it's not fair for yourself because we know the market can always turn around. So you should probably have booked some profits from this move. before this downward crash that happened. So the analysis still remains. You can see this area is acting as a good area of support. How do you know? You can see the wicks to the downside. All these wicks are illustrations that down here you have buyers. That's why every time sellers will come in, they're pushed up. Every time sellers are coming in here, they're pushed up. So this area is acting as an area of support. So just like this analysis over here, I am bullish on UT 100 from this price level of 18,051. What about Bitcoin? So the analysis on Bitcoin, this was the analysis. I wanted Bitcoin to come to 64.23 and then go up. So we can see we had two price levels, either come to 64.23.1 or 58.909. So we can see price came to 64.23, not really to the exact area, but you can see once price got to this price level, you can see buyer stepped in, and that was the reason why we had that yellow line, right? So this was an area of support, and that's why buyer stepped in. So the analysis still remains. We still expect this market, Bitcoin to either go to this area, or we could see a test of this area and then push up, right? So those are the possibilities on Bitcoin. GBP USD. So GBP USD, we had expected that it will drop, it will go up and then drop. So this drop didn't happen. So the market continued with the uptrend. So let's remove everything here. Okay, so with that, so let's map out our areas afresh. So we need to go to higher time frames to have a better understanding of the trend. So based on this one, we will want to see a push up. So one, I would be interested to map this area. And then I want to map the yearly high. That is the highest price level in the year. I'll go to the weekly. So we can see the weekly, it seems like bulls are in charge, or at least they want to be in charge. So what's the other price level that we can map out before price gets to 28, 92? But knowing GBP USD, how bullish it can be, I would want to map out this area. 28, 27. Now, if we go to the daily, I'm going to adjust this one. That price level, 27.17. So if we go to lower time frames, so I would want to see GBP USD push to this price level. That's 64 pips away, right? And then maybe we can see a continuation of the bullish move. And a possible continuation of the same later. Yeah, so this will probably offer a great swing position for traders. Yeah. So let's look at USD CHF. USD CHF, I believe we were bearish on it. And let's map it out. I think I must have lost my here they are. I wanted a bullish move to 91.50, right? But price never got to 91.50. It really actually got to what price? It got to 1994. And then they are strolled in. So if we go to lower time frames, we can now try to seek those highs. Maybe if USD CHF were to retest 1994 and then drop, it will be a good trade. So I would probably want to have a better entry. So I would want to see this drop. Yeah, so that would be an ideal area. That is when maybe if the market were to spike, then it will give us an opportunity to sell at that price level. It will be interesting to see whether USD CHF will get there. Right? Yeah. So yeah, that is USD CHF. So long term, we're looking for opportunities to sell. Then again, if you're looking for opportunities to have a better entry, you should probably see an upward move before a bearish move. NZD-USD, we've seen NZD-USD, we have news tomorrow. And look at our analysis from last week. We were looking for buy opportunities to this price level. So we can see slowly NZD-USD is sluggish, just like the cousin AUD-USD. So the Kiwi is low, but then again, we can see price almost came to the area we had identified, missed out with a few pips, and then we can see this upward move that has really played out as per the projection. So this remains. I won't change it. I will still want to see a bullish move on NZD USD. What about AUD USD? AUD USD, we were looking for opportunities for it to drop to 64.40, but then again, we can see price never got to that price level. So price hit 64.81 and then went up. So yeah, times the market will not always give you what you seek, but the understanding of where the market is going is really ideal, right? So that you're able to map out these areas. So personally, I would actually never take such a trade because it has not yet come to my price level. You know, some of these things I developed through discipline that until the marked areas are hit, then I would want to stay away from that. Not unless maybe I've seen other confirmations that the market is really bearish. Yeah, so maybe we should see this move 57 pips away. We should see buyers rolling to this price level. So that remains the same. GBP card, this is a client who had requested for an analysis. And this was my take. I wanted GBP card to drop to 1.7004. Didn't really get there, but then again, after that, we were looking for opportunities to buy, which happened. So yeah, I had mapped out two areas. This area, first take profit here, and the next take profit here. And so we can see prices now operating. So we can see a lot of rejection at these resistance. So we can see a whole lot of buyers being pushed down by sellers because this area seems to be like a strong resistance. But then for how long? Well, that's up to the market. But then again, we can see that trade play out. Yeah, so that's the end of our session. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, my apologies for that technical hitch that we had in the day of internet. So expect any challenges that come in with the internet. There's a blackout or something. Any questions? So we don't have questions. So if you don't have any questions, please make sure that you follow. Please talk about gold. Oh yeah. I think I've not analyzed gold. Okay. So let's go back to my chart. Say USD. That's it. Now, gold has been making higher highs. Huh? And for those guys who've been trying to short gold, be very careful with gold because of the political uncertainty and the geopolitical uncertainties. I think it was last week when Israel attacked a consulate in Syria, an Iranian consulate. Basically, that was a declaration of war. So we don't know what will happen, but then again, as investors and traders, that uncertainty means gold should continue rising. So if I were to look for opportunities on gold, I would only be looking for buy opportunities. Now, since we do not have something on our left that we can work with, because of the high that gold has formed, this is what I mean. On our left, we have nothing that we can work with. So these higher highs would continue on gold. So I'll be really wary on someone who's trying to short gold. Salvation Ministry, I hope I've answered your question. So it's really hard for me to map out areas. You see, we normally say technical analysis is where you look at your left so that you're able to trade your right. So in this case, we do not have a left to look at on gold. We don't have areas that gold has hit prior to this. So there's really not much that we can map out. But if I were to look for opportunities on gold, it will be clearly up. And until the geopolitical uncertainty in Israel comes down, is sorted. And now, remember, we also have a political situation in the US. Yeah, the Trump and the whole Trump thing. So these uncertainties will keep, as long as they keep lingering, then we should expect investors to continue buying gold as a way of securing their businesses, because gold is a safe haven asset. Any other question? Okay, so we don't have any other question. So thank you guys for attending. Make sure that you maximize, maybe starting tomorrow, the volatility that will be in the market moving forward. Bye-bye. Have a peaceful week.